Hey y'all, so I am back from my self care trip, and I came back yesterday, but I just used that day to just rest. At least I tried to anyway. It was so hot, I was miserable. But today is my first day back to work, and when the weather is nice out, I try to work outside because I'm in my room all the time. So that's where I'm at now, and I'm about to log on to this 12 o'clock meeting, and it is taking all that I have for me to get through this day. And now I gotta jump on this meeting. Actually, I have two back-to-back meetings, one at 12 and one at 1. So I'm gonna have to muster up some type of energy so I can seem one, interested, and two, up. We'll see how this goes. I'll talk to y'all later. Hey y'all. So it's Saturday, June 28th, and I brought my journal with me to one of my favorite spots to just sit and think. And it hit me. We're halfway through the year. 6 months have gone already. Now, I don't want to rush the rest of the year, but I want to be intentional. I want to make a shift. So what I did, I started what I'm calling Girl Lock-In Era. It's quiet, it's deep, and it's overdue. I'm not in a bad place, but I'm not in the best of places either. I've been showing up, doing what I need to do, but I haven't been fully tapped in. Haven't even given myself space to just be. I've been carrying a lot silently, and I think now is the time to settle it all down. I'm going to regroup and realign. Not in a dramatic way, just softly and honestly. So for the next 6 months, I'm locking in. Not disappearing completely, just shifting inwardly. It's less about changing everything and more about remembering who I am when things get still. The version of me I want to be by December. She's grounded. She's peaceful. She's not rushing. She's not performing. She's simply rooted. And the 5 areas I'm holding space for in this lock-in season are as follows, and in no particular order. In my personal life, my mind, my body needs rest. I want to feel good in my skin. I want to move slower, and I want to treat myself like someone I love deeply. In my professional life, I want to get clear. I want to work with purpose, not just pressured. I'm cutting out the busy work and doing only what aligns. Now, in my financial life, I want peaceful money. I want to tap into conscious spending, building smarter habits so I feel steady and not stressed. In my spiritual life, I want stillness and connection. I want my mornings back, my prayers back, and my quiet moments back. And lastly, in the area of relationships, I want gentle love, safe conversations, and that may mean fewer people, but deeper bonds. If it costs me my peace, authenticity, well then, it's just too expensive, and it has to go. This is just where I'm starting. I'm not creating no fancy routines, although I will be making some sort of routine so I can follow and keep track of what I'm doing. but I'm not going to be pressured, and I'm not going to feel like it has to be perfect. Just an honest mid-year reset, a slow return to self. If you're feeling the same way, like your soul needs space, this might just be your sign too. So let's check in again about every 30 days. And then we'll do a final check-in at the end of the year. And we'll see just who we've become. Now, don't think I'm going away. I'm still going to be posting weekly my regular vlogs. But as far as this right here, I'll see you every 30 days. I can't wait to start this journey with you all and see where we all wind up. But until we meet again, stay blessed, stay well, lock in so we can glow up. So I just left out of Starbucks, and it's amazing how when you're in there you don't feel how cool it is, but as soon as you step out you can feel a dramatic difference. And so I'm warming up a little bit. Luckily it's not a very hot day. I think it's in the low 80s, so it's comfortable. I'm gonna go do some window shopping. I might pick up an item or two. I know I'm definitely going to go into Home Goods because I'm looking for some food storage containers, some glass ones specifically. I have some plastic ones, but I prefer to store my food in glass. It's easy for heating up. I could just throw it in the oven or the toaster oven. I don't use a microwave. We don't even have one in the house. That's how much we don't mess with microwaves like that. But if I don't find anything, that's fine. I'll use the plastic ones that I have, and I'll just make it do what it do. So let's see what I can find. So I'm finished with I'm just going to do a little window shopping, pick up maybe one or two items. You see what one or two items got me, right? So I'm just waiting on my Uber ride to pick me up, which is in about 5 minutes, and then I am going to head on in. Talk to you later. Hey, so I just wanted to hop on and show you one of the tools that I'll be using over the next 6 months to help me stay locked in and focused on knocking out the goals that I have set forth for this next 6 months, right? And so I created myself a weekly schedule. I just found a template in the Google Drive, and I created this weekly schedule. So every week I will create a schedule based on the tasks that I want to knock out in that respective week. The 5 areas that I'll be focusing on a weekly basis is professional, personal, spiritual, financial, and relationship. So for professional, I'm going to be working on ways to pivot from working for someone else and transitioning into working for myself. Personal are just the adulting areas in my life, and that's the running errands, cooking, grocery shopping, paying bills, house chores, and things like that. Financial is gaining financial literacy so that I can live the life that I want to live in the current and retirement age, and hopefully leave a legacy for my daughter. What else? Spiritual is continuously on my journey of becoming closer with God. And relationship is not necessarily relationship with others, although that is a part of it, but it's more so focused on me tapping into the relationship with myself and finding the things that bring me joy throughout my journey, right? So all of that is encompassed on my weekly schedule. I use the, the time block method, although it's not a hard time block. I'm just focusing on trying to get things done in that time block frame, not necessarily like, oh, between 4 and 4:30, this has to be knocked out. And then from 4:30 to 5, no, as long as these things overall are done within that time block frame, I'll be happy. What else do I want to touch on? Also, as the weeks change, I'll be swapping out some of the things as I complete some of my tasks. But for the most part, a lot of these things are going to be a constant task from week to week. So without further ado, let me show you the breakdown of my weekly schedule. So this week is for the week of 6/29 to July 5th. So that's Sunday to Saturday, right? And we start our day at 4 a.m. and we end it at 9 p.m. So this gray line right here is just a reminder for me to record between 15 and 30 minutes a day, right? So R stands for record and E stands for edit. So every day that I record something, I'm going to be doing a little bit of editing as well, so I won't be stressed on the last day and needing to edit so much content, right? Sundays are my upload days, and so Monday through Friday are my primary recording and editing days. And there's an asterisk on Saturday because Saturday is typically my day of rest. But depending on what's going on, if there's something specific that I want to share with you all, I will record on Saturdays as well. So this is not in any time block per se, because it depends on what I'm doing within a day. Then I'll just pick up my phone and start recording. So that's why it's up top. So starting off my day, as soon as I wake up, before I get out of bed and my feet touch the floor, I'm giving thanks and I'm meditating, right? Then moving on, I'm going to do my dream and gratitude journaling. While I'm doing that, I'm drinking my first set of 20 ounces of water and taking my AM morning supplements that are on my nightstand. The water and the supplements are already on my nightstand, so I don't have to get up and get them. After I do that, I'll be doing some scripture reading and using the SOAP method to jot down what I've gained from that particular scripture reading. So this is between the hours of 4 and 5 p.m. Again, this is not a hard lock-in on these times. After I do that, I will get out the bed, or I do get out the bed. I make up my bed and I change into my workout gear. So this is a constant Sunday through Saturday. I do this. I haven't put in the particular workout that I do on that day because it varies. So it's subject to change as long as I'm doing some type of body movement. That's why it says body movement here. Oops. Okay, next, after I do whatever method of exercise / body movement, I'm getting right into the shower. So hygiene and getting dressed for the day. So by 6:30, this is what I'm doing. And so just staying on Sunday still, I have a meeting, what do you call it? A consistent? No, that's not the word I want to use. Well, yeah, right now it's a consistent. No, that's not the word. A standing. There you go. I had a brain fart. I have a standing meeting from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. After I do that, I go straight into my errands. I do laundry on Sundays and whatever other errands that I have to do. That usually runs between 9:30 and 1 p.m. Then when I get back, I give myself some me time, approximately around 1:30 to 3 o'clock. Sometimes I don't use all of that time. It depends on how much running around I did and how tired I am once I get back. Excuse me. After I finish with my me time, I pick back up on the meeting, not the actual meeting, but anything that I have to do in regards to what was discussed on the meeting. And I give myself the block of 3:30 to 5:30. After that, it's eating time. I try to eat by 8 o'clock every day. And I try to eat between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Between 8:30 and 9:30 this past Sunday, I left it open because I didn't have anything concrete that I needed to do. By 8 o'clock, I'm winding down and doing my PM hygiene routine. I'm doing a minimum of 30 minutes of reading of choice. And then by 9 o'clock, I am doing my evening prayers. And by 9:30, I am going to sleep. So between 8 and 9 every day, that is my routine. So I have a consistent AM routine that is from 4 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. And I have a consistent PM routine that starts around 8 p.m. to 9 a.m. because I try to be to bed with my head touching the pillow by 9:30 p.m. Right? So moving on into the work week. Monday through Friday is the same. AM routine is the same. I work from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. At 10 a.m., I break my fast, whether that's solid foods or a smoothie or juice. Usually I try to break it with some type of liquid and go for an AM walk because I work from home and I'm constantly working on the screen. So that gives me an opportunity to rest my eyes from the screen. And this takes about 30 minutes. I give myself between 15 minutes and 30 minutes. Then I get back to work for the remainder of the hours until it's time for my work break, which is my lunch break. And I don't necessarily eat all the time on my lunch break. Sometimes I take a nap or I do something else that requires my attention. Then I wrap up the last hours of my day at work. On Monday, I had to go to the post office, so that was an errand. I created this weekly planner on this day. Then I ate. I continued working on this weekly planner. And then I commenced with my PM routine. Again, the rest of the week is the same for the most part, with the exception of 6:30. I gave myself on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday some me time for 30 minutes. Friday, I'm going to go grocery shopping. This right here is a special project that I'm working on. So this eventually, when this project right here, SYATB, once this is completed, I'll swap this out and put something else in this time slot. On Wednesday, between 5 and 7:30-ish, I'll tidy up my bedroom and or my bathroom, whichever one needs attention, or both, depending on what's going on that particular week. On Thursday, I check in with this YouTube channel, whatever that encompasses of, whether that's thinking of new videos, ideas that I want to record, and things like that. Editing, obviously, and so on and so forth. This is Friday, so I'll be grocery shopping during that time frame, and I'll be doing my meal prepping for the week. Again, 6 o'clock, it's locked in for eating. Then I'm going back to this special project that I said I have going on right now. And then we're winding down. On Saturdays, like I said, this is me time, but I'm still always going to do my AM routine. I have a second special project that actually, this is going to take longer than this one right here. I may not, but I presume it will. So I'm only dedicating Saturdays to this special project though. So I'll be doing that between the hours of 7 a.m. and 9:30. Then from 9:30 to 1, it's whatever I want to do, whether that's go back to sleep, read, go out, I don't know, whatever it is, to be determined. Then I set aside an hour and a half to focus on that special project. Back to me time. Then I'm eating, more me time, and then my PM routine. Now, I just also want to mention that me time also encompasses my daughter on some of these areas that you see. She's an adult. She's a full-time student and she works full-time as well, but we are very close. And when we are home and have time after she's done homework and I'm finished doing what I'm doing, we like to lock in and spend time together. So me time is not always going to just be me by myself. So I just want to make sure I state that as well. And that's pretty much it. This is my daily/weekly schedule that I'll be using for the next 6 months. Again, weekly, I will be swapping out some things depending on what I finish and what I'm going to incorporate next. But this is going to be one of the main tools to help me knock out the goals that I have set for myself for the next 6 months. So I just wanted to show you all that. Okay, later.